Have you ever wanted to know which letter was the letter of all letters? Have you wanted to see who's the better letter for class president, the debate being against D and Y? No? Well, welcome to the where I pitch the 26 letters in the alphabet into an imperialistic game, where their nation the letter, the flag is the letter, and the island is their letter. Who do you think will win? Let's find out.
Alright, it seems things are gonna start happening now. Let's go and have a look at what's gonna happen next. Seems there's some sort of feud between W and X over there. That's interesting how they're already fighting. Oh god, W's getting pushed back. X and P, that is a really strange thing going off. Oh, wait, I think you just died. Oh no. Oh, and so did X2. Looking at the leaderboard, we can... Wait, what the hell? 1 second, guys. There we go. You can clearly see that P is currently the top leader, followed by O, and then Q, which is strange. I mean, I guess it makes sense since P has X, but I was expecting it to be someone else. There is still 23 letters left. Let's see how things kick off. O seems to be going down there. Oh, damn. Oh my god, M! Oh, Jesus, M. C just took over both L and M. Soon to go to... Oh... The first letter of the alphabet has been taken over by the second letter. Kind of crazy. Look at all these weird, like, factions going on. I'm not expecting anything like this from this thing before. G is currently getting the most amount of land, N and O are currently just doing their own thing while O is taking over that. V has full control over U, and C has almost full control over L and M. And B is slowly entering into K, which they are pretty close. Oh, I think Q just capitulated. And another one gets added to G's collection. As we can see over here, G is currently the winner, followed by B, which is currently in second place, considering they have taken both A and K. C is currently over here taking over most of L and M, while U and V are next. Well, it's usually just V. And O is currently in 5th place, even though they shouldn't be. W is the most surprising. They have a little small things over X and Y, and W is a pretty big letter, but I'm not expecting it to be this low on the list. But either way, there are still 18 nations left. Well, 18 letters left, I should say. So let's see who will be the letter of them all. MV just capitulated. T gets full control over U now, but they're not gonna get full control of themselves. Oh, we're getting a lot of deaths. First Z, then T, and then I think it was R? No. Yeah, it was R. Damn. And I takes over J. And B takes over K. Following down into the JK character. Like, just kid. Alright, let's see how things go off in this final 12. Because there is 12 more nations left. So, let's go see some results. Currently, G is currently the holder, charactering up to almost 5 nations, which is surprisingly the most out of all of them that we've seen so far. W is actually in second now, considering they had taken over all of U and V, and then still little portions of X and Y, which I'm not surprised by. But it still tops over G. It still goes under G. Sorry, I like stuttering. B, surprisingly, is the craziest one. They have a little bit over A and almost all of K, but I wasn't expecting them to be like first, considering that I is kind of close. N and O, as always, are still there, while S has a pretty big lead. So, yeah. I guess it makes sense considering S has full control over T and a little bit of R and J. Yeah. Currently over here in the other factors, C is still holding on, but I don't think it's gonna last long for them considering they're gonna get annihilated by D. But let's see how that will go. Okay. Surprisingly, H is the only one still left without a single, extra letter. Well, I guess except for Y. Oh, and speaking of Y, which means G takes full control of 6 letters because W just died. And now N takes control of 5 letters, which is probably the most insane thing by far. When G and H are finally having a war against each other, I think it's gonna end pretty soon considering H is pushing into G's territory, and oh, just under it. D is also getting surrounded a little bit, but hey, at least H is finally starting to make a comeback, capturing almost all of G and a little bit of Q. And O is gonna start climbing up to there as well. It's kind of crazy. Oh god, they're making a big push for it. They're making a big push for it. They finally reached over to H, and D just died. E finally takes over full control over its first letter. I still hasn't made that. And G just died. Oh my god. Okay, so H takes over all of Q. That is a thing that I was not expecting. Anyway, okay, so let's look into this final 6. We currently still have I and B and S still over there, and O, C, and H left. O has the most, getting a small bit, or at least some bits, in 12 different letters, which is surprising. I mean, it makes sense they have, like, the most amount of land, but Jesus, dude. I'm a bit greedy for, like, getting 12 letters, don't you think? It's pretty crazy. So H over here is currently making a bit of progress, taking over a lot of E, all of Q, and half portions of Z, G, P, and F. C is actually doing a lot more better over here, too. Capturing D, and then almost all of M. Still. I have no idea how they're doing that yet, but it's making progress. B, I, and S, they're alright. They're doing fine. Oh god. Oh my god. Wait, hold on. What is B doing? Oh my B, chill out, man. B. You're digging close. B did it. Wait, is C slowly trying to dig into O's territory? It looks like it is. C is not making too much progress considering they're about to get crushed alive by S, B, and H. And potentially, oh, it's over for them. It is so over for them. I can't believe. Oh my god! I hate B. B has so much letters right now. They're actually the holder for 15 letters, which is insane numbers. 16 now. Oh my god. Well, according to the stats of the final 3 here, we can see that H is still the lowest out of the bunch, while O is still doing a lot of progress over here, but B has 16 letters that they have at least some land in, which is nuts. Over here in the corner, H still currently has access to at least 6 letters, while O has access to 5 letters, 9 letters, 10 letters, and O in oh no, literally, and O is gone. Now it's down to the final 2, B and H. I'll just speed up the timer a little bit once we get to this great fight going on. B's actually making a big advance into H's territories. I don't think H will last pretty long. It'll be a miracle if they manage to survive anything at this point. Wait, what? How are they doing that? They've been so limited and so isolated that they started developing, and now they're stronger than before. B is attempting to make big progress into H's territory. But whatever happens, it probably will get shut down with how little money they have. H has thousands, and H only has 1,000. B's actually starting to make a mark into H's territory. Oh wait, that was so close, they almost did it too. If they were only more wiser with their money. Oh my god. Okay, so B is the first letter to reach some territory in all letters, including ones that are still alive. So it has to be, I guess. H has been so quiet for the whole game that they quite literally already are a shell of themselves. Now they're gonna break out of that shell and become a wonderful snail for B to get tormented. And then they go entering into M and W, and now it's split in half. It's so intense and exhilarating. They're crashing more as they get more and more closer to B's homeland. Only a miracle could save B now. Am I honestly gonna see H, a loner and standoff, win against a superior letter? It could happen. Oh, that rush. That rush to grab everything. And that's it. H is our accommodative winner, owner of all 26 letters, and in fact, the more superior letter for all letters. H, you are truly a madman, a true wise guy, a scientist if you could. And nothing can outmatch your true potential. And now, you see yourself in a state of glory. Okay, bye.